Okay, this is Unit 304, Effective Communication, and this is Activity 24. You might have to play this a couple of times before you understand it all. So first of all, we've got some behaviour examples, and then we've got some situations. First of all, I'm going to skip to the bottom. Don't answer this part. I'm going to skip to the bottom. It says, state the difference between confidence and passive behaviour. State the difference between aggressive and assertive behaviour. Now, I'm going to make this very simple for you. Google is your friend. I want you to start off just 4 sentences. Confident means, okay? Confident means, and then you tell me what you think it means. And then passive means, and then continue the sentence, what you think passive means. Likewise with assertive. Do you know what assertive means? Assertive means, and then continue the sentence. And aggressive. Aggressive means, and then continue the sentence. Now, a little tip here, Google is your friend. So if you're not quite sure what passive means, what you can do, it's up to you, don't lose your place though, but you could type it into Google. Passive, and it'll tell you what it means. So you can read this and then put it in your own words. So you could just type it straight in the top of the window up here. It'll tell you what it means. Okay, so remember, Google is your friend. So first of all, you need to describe what those words mean. That really needs to be done first. It should have been first in this example, because then you've got to use these words. So once you've decided what they mean, come back to this section. This is the longest section. It says list below examples of these types of behaviours. Now in this column, I want you to describe something that is happening. Walking, talking, seeing, something with ing on the end, because it describes something that's happening. All right, so that turns these into situations. And then what I want you to do, now you know what all these words mean, aggressive, I want you to write just a simple situation where a confident situation. So something that's happening where you're confident. Drinking with my friends. So you're confident in that situation. Aggressive. Arguing. That's aggressive. Arguing with my workmate. Okay, that's an aggressive situation. Now I want you to think about these. Passive things, that's where you're not actually participating. You're just observing, watching a football match, for instance, listening to music. So I'm not going to give you too many ideas because I don't want you to just copy what I say. I want you to think of your own. And then in here, you've got to put 3 situations that describe that you'd be confident in, 3 situations that you would describe as aggressive, 3 situations that would be described as passive, and 3 situations assertive. This is going to take you a good 20 minutes. So just take your time, just 1 sentence, and remember the ing. If you put an ing word in there, then you're describing a situation. Okay.